2 years ago, if you would have asked me if I was going to ever do a mission trip or head to South Africa, I would have looked at you and said, no, I don't think so.
It's something I always have wanted to do, but I think I've had a bunch of excuses.
The first time you go, that's huge.
You could feel God in everything.
We went to Pastor Chalky's church, to the creche, to the little daycare there, and where they have the little ones who are, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. And we got out of our vehicle and those little ones came rushing into our arms. And I just lost it. I started to cry, and I'm not a crier, especially not in public. And that really caught me by surprise, and just loving up these little kids. And they were just looking for people to love and play with them.
90% of the food that they eat is from Iowa.
You see these meals from the heartland going into these mouths of these kids, and it's just incredible, the feeling that you have that something that we turn into kind of a game and a contest and a fun activity is sustaining these kids and these young people halfway around the world.
You think you go to serve, but we were there 10 days, and I'm sure everybody over there has long forgot our faces, but I'll never forget those kids' faces.
From the children that we feed, they enjoy that rice so much.
It is a huge impact that this has made in our country.
Going over the very washboard roads to a small village where there were people waiting for us, standing in line, from young women to elderly people. And we stood around a tree and prayed.
Father, we just come to you and we thank you for giving
That was our clinic, so to speak. And then the women and the men would sit down and we would talk to them. We'd say, why are you here? I want to be able to read. I want to be able to sew. And so we would put the glasses and try to get the right, the right one for them. And suddenly when their face would light up, we knew this was the right one.
There, it was just like, it was in your face. Like God was there working in everything, and you could feel it. And it was a wonderful feeling.
The main things that I saw Blessman Ministries do is not only give people things that they needed, basic food, shelter, but they really teach people how to keep that, how to sustain that. They're teaching people how to farm. They're teaching people how to sew and how to build houses, doing construction.
There's many funny stories. We had a team of 22, so you can imagine some of the things.
I was introducing myself and I was like, yeah, I'm from America. And they were like, no way, you're from America? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, do you see Beyonce walking down the street every day? And I was like, no, I don't really live where she lives. And they're like, you don't live in New York? And I was like, no, I live in Iowa.
There are spiritual moments. There are moments that will touch you forever. And yet the Blessmans have done such a tremendous job of allowing us to see the elephants and see the wildlife that really draws Africa into our own. We took a walk with lions. I'm sure others have talked about it. But when I got done walking with those lions, I cried. I thought, this is amazing. I didn't get eaten alive.
Dr. Jim Blessman and his wife Beth didn't go in pressuring people, pushing their faith on them or pushing what they thought they needed. They went in and built relationships first at all levels, and then found out what the needs were and have helped support those needs.
I think about those kids every day.
Personally, I'm so grateful. I just want to thank everyone in Iowa. I've never been to Iowa, but whenever I get there, I want to hug them and say thank you.
It's such an awesome experience.
So what you are doing is a very great, good job.
It's a life-changing experience, I think. I think it was for all of us, all three of us.
Yes, Moines, I love you so much.